This poverty that we're drowning in, it's all because of you. Yes, you. Because you're a man who has never taken real responsibility. You've never done anything meaningful in your entire life.
I have spent my entire life in poverty. My father was poor, I'm poor. And honestly, my children probably will be too. This is a cycle we were born into, it doesn't break for anyone.
I'll handle the invitations completely. Carter, just one thing. Have you taken care of the food arrangements? Because you know people expect proper meals at such events.
Lola, Isabella is your relative, right? Your aunt's daughter. You're close to them, so you go and take care of it. What do I have to do with these people?
Listen, if they are my relatives, they are yours too now.
Jacob, oh please, stop it. I remember your business clearly. You had your freeloading buddies sitting there all day, drinking free tea, smoking your cigarettes, chatting nonsense. How is that ever going to succeed? We're really happy for you. I've always said, success means nothing if the people you care about aren't there to witness it. I'm so glad you made time. Of course, of course. This place looks amazing, by the way. You've done wonders. Third shop already? Wow.
I don't know when you'll realize that we need to change our situation, that we have to somehow break free from this poverty line. But you just sit there, accepting everything as fate and never thinking about doing anything. Carter, it's been quite a few days now. Tell me, did Jacob call you back? Did he say anything?
No, not a word. I even called him 3 or 4 times, but he didn't answer any of my calls. Honestly, I'm starting to get confused. What's the problem? What did I do wrong?
That is strange. From what I've heard, their financial condition is really bad. Some people are saying they sometimes only manage 1 meal a day. And yet, you offered him a proper job.
Exactly. I gave him a good opportunity. I didn't treat him like an outsider. He's a family member. I thought I was helping him, but now I'm not sure what's going on.
It makes no sense. You offered him something stable, respectful. Maybe not what he dreamed of, but certainly better than sitting at home doing nothing.
That's what bothers me the most. If he didn't want the job, fine, but he could have at least told me. Just a message, anything. This silence is disappointing. Isabella.
Honestly, it's his loss. I think his pride is getting in the way of practicality. People like that always blame their fate but don't take real steps to change it.
You're probably right. I tried. Now it's up to him. If he ever feels ready or needs help, he knows where to find me.
Yes, leave it to his will now. When he feels it's right, maybe he'll contact you. Till then, you've done your part. Jacob, I've been thinking. If I somehow manage to arrange a little money, why don't you start a small business? Just try something, even on a small scale. Take a chance for once.
From whom will you borrow money? Since when did you start thinking it was okay to take money from others just to force me into some business?
I'm not forcing you. I'm just asking you to do something. Sitting around with your hands folded won't change anything. We have 2 children. Expenses are rising. How long do you think this will go on?
I'll find work. You don't need to stress yourself so much. We're not starving, are we? You're getting food, aren't you?
That's not living, Jacob. Be honest, do you even want to do anything in life? Or are you just going to stay lazy forever and keep blaming everything on poverty?
I know exactly what this is about. This is Isabella and Carter's new scheme. They filled your head with all this nonsense. They want to create fights in my home. I see it clearly now.
What are you even talking about? Be clear. Why would they want to turn me against you? Why would they even care?
Don't act innocent with me. I know everything. They want to break this home. That's why they're using you to provoke me. I'm not stupid. I see their game.
Jacob, nothing you're saying makes any sense. If you really don't want to do anything, just admit it. Stop playing the victim and crying about poverty all the time.
No. Enough of your nonsense. Keep silent. I've heard enough. Hey my dear friend, how are you? You haven't been answering my calls, so I thought I'd come see you at home. Yeah, I've just been busy. What's up, Jacob? Say what you came for, I don't have much time. Actually, I needed a small favor. I was wondering if you could lend me $100. I promise, I'll return it in a few days. Come on, Jacob. This is becoming a pattern. Sometimes it's $100, other times it's $200. This isn't the way to live. Didn't I say I'll return it? Have you forgotten the days when I had my shop and you used to sit there, smoking free cigarettes all day? Did I ever count those things? All right, enough with the emotional talk. Don't start with all that. You borrow from one friend, then take from another to pay the first, then borrow again to pay the second. It's a cycle with you. You make it sound like I'm some kind of scammer. I'm just trying to survive, man. Things are tough. You're not surviving, you're floating from person to person. It's like you never planned to stand on your own feet. Anyway, take the money. But I want it back in exactly 1 week. Okay. I'll return it, I swear. Just give it to me now, please. Hello, Lola. How are you all doing? I was just passing by and thought I'd stop in to say hello.
Thank you so much for dropping by. Please, tell me, Carter, would you like some tea or a cold drink?
Oh no, thank you. I don't need anything. I just came to speak with your husband. I've been trying to call him for days, but he hasn't picked up.
Is everything all right? Please, tell me if there's any issue.
Well, a few weeks ago I offered Jacob a salesman job at my new shop. I know things have been tough for your family, with prices going up and all. My wife even suggested I reach out and help him. He said he'd think about it and get back to me in 2-3 days. But it's been 15 days, and I haven't heard a word.
That's surprising. He didn't mention any of this to me. I had no idea he was even in touch with you about a job.
Yeah, that's why I decided to stop by. If he's not interested, it's totally fine. I just need to know. I have other people waiting to be hired. I can't hold the position forever.
Well, he's not home right now, but I'll definitely tell him to contact you as soon as he gets back.
Jacob, how are you? Feeling better now? It's actually nice that I ran into you right outside your home. I had just met your wife and kids inside. I've been calling you for several days. Why haven't you been answering? Yeah, actually, I'm sorry about that. My phone's been acting up. The screen got damaged a bit and the touch isn't working properly, so I missed your calls by mistake. But how are you? Everything good? I'm doing well, thanks. But Jacob, to be honest, my wife and I have been really concerned about you and your family. We know you've been going through a tough time for quite a while. God's grace has been kind to us, and we wanted to extend a hand. I appreciate that, Carter. Really. You're a good man, and I'm grateful you've even thought about me. Look, I had offered you a salesman job at my new shop. If you're not in the mood or have other plans, it's totally fine. Just let me know clearly. I don't want to keep waiting endlessly. I just need a confirmation from you, that's all. No, of course I want to do it. I absolutely want to take this job. I never intended to ignore you. You're doing me a big favor, and I really respect that. That's a very good decision, Jacob. I think this will be a fresh start for you. So, when do you plan to join? Just give me 1 day. I'll skip tomorrow, but I'll definitely join the day after. Excellent, man. I'll give you the company uniform and everything you need. Just be ready to start fresh. I believe in you. All right, sure thing. I'm ready, and I'll be there. Thanks again, Carter. Really. Just look at Carter's actions. First, he mocked my poverty right to my face. Then, he went behind my back, teamed up with his wife, and started poisoning my wife's mind against me. And now? He has the nerve to show up at my house when I wasn't even home, trying to act all generous. He wants me to be his servant, like those other people who call him yes sir, boss sir all day. Disgusting. How dare he? Coming to my home, pumping poison into my wife's ears, turning her against me slowly, pretending like he's doing us a favor. He thinks I can't see through it. Rich people, they never really help the poor. They just look for new ways to humiliate us. They want us under their feet, working for them, begging for leftovers, living as their slaves. Enough is enough. Carter, your downfall begins with me. You messed with the wrong man this time. Get ready, Carter. I won't spare you now. You'll pay for everything you've done, to me and to my family. Najee family, I'd like to take a moment to speak to you directly. This isn't part of the script. What I'm about to share comes from my own heart and personal reflection. While writing this script, I realized something important. Part of the blame, in my view, also falls on Carter. He knew Jacob had never done any real work in his entire life. Jacob has always survived through shortcuts, borrowing money from one person to pay another, making excuses, and avoiding real effort. He's a fundamentally lazy man. People like him should be left to deal with the consequences of their own choices. Once Carter had offered him a job and didn't get a clear response, that should have been the end of it. Visiting Jacob's home after that was a mistake, especially when Jacob's nature was already so obvious. People like Jacob often play the victim, hide behind their poverty, and instead of improving their lives, they begin to envy those who succeed. Moreover, Carter's wife also played a role here. Before advising Carter to give Jacob a job, she should have first turned to God in prayer. In life, especially within our households, we often have hidden enemies who are more poisonous than any snake. These people wait silently for the right moment to strike and cause damage. That's why it's essential to seek God's guidance before making any important decision. Prayers help us discern what is truly right, what's safe, and what could lead to harm. When we skip that step, we leave ourselves vulnerable to manipulation, betrayal, and regret. Let this be a reminder: never underestimate the power of seeking divine direction before taking action. I finally understand what you've been saying all along. You were right, I really do need to take a proper job and do something stable with my life.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Is this really you, Jacob? It's like your mind has finally found the right direction.
Yes, I've made up my mind. I'm going to accept Carter's offer and start working with him. I have no issue working under him anymore.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you for finally understanding. This really means a lot to me.
I know I've wasted a lot of time, but I don't want to stay stuck in this poverty trap anymore. I want to give us a better life.
I'm so happy to hear this. When you work and push forward, everything around us will slowly begin to fall into place.
I'm starting the job today. No more delays, no more excuses. It's time to be a responsible husband and father.
Yes, go now. I truly believe our situation will start to improve once you step into this new phase. Keep trying, no matter what. We've been trapped in this cage of poverty for too long. But now, I want us to break out of it and move toward a better life, together.
Jacob. Welcome, man. I'm really glad you showed up. Come, let me show you what you'll be doing. Sure, why not, Carter? And thank you for giving me this chance. I really appreciate it. Of course. So first, I need you to keep these shelves clean and organized. Neatness matters a lot here. You'll also manage the clothing section, fold, hang, and make sure everything looks presentable. And don't forget to do proper facing so the shop looks full and inviting. Got it. I'll take care of everything the way you want. You can count on me, Carter. That's the spirit. Just focus and be sincere. You're like a brother to me now, so let's grow this business together. Look at Carter. Acting like he's doing me a favor, but in reality, he just wants to control me. He's got someone else sitting at the cash counter already. Seriously? So I'm not even trusted to handle money? And look at that cashier. Younger than me, way less experienced, and I have to call him sir. What a joke. Carter wants respect like he's some big boss now. But he forgets, I know who he really is. I've seen his journey. He thinks I'll work quietly under him forever? Nah. I didn't come here to be a servant in his empire. Carter, don't worry. I'll teach you a lesson soon enough. Call it jealousy, call it whatever you want. But I won't stay under your shadow for long. Sir, I'm sorry to bring this up, but Jacob isn't doing his job properly. He keeps chatting with customers unnecessarily instead of focusing on the work. One moment he's sitting on that bench, the next moment he's somewhere else. It's like he's never worked a real job in his life. We don't say much to him because we know he's connected to you somehow, maybe a relative. But it's becoming a problem now. Please explain things to him, sir. His negligence is starting to create extra work for the rest of us.
Okay, don't worry. You just stay focused on your work. I'll talk to him myself.
Thanks, sir. But please make sure he understands clearly, this attitude isn't right. He spends most of his time just sitting around all day, like the job doesn't even matter to him.
All right. I got it. I'll handle it. He needs to be reminded why he's here, and I will make sure he knows it. Jacob, I've received several complaints about your behavior. This isn't the first time. I need you to take your work seriously.
Okay, Sir Carter, I understand. You won't hear another complaint about me again. Don't worry.
I hope so, Jacob. People are starting to notice. You need to focus and act responsibly.
Yes, sir. I'll stay active and do my tasks properly now. I promise.
Good. Make sure I don't have to speak to you about this again.
Jacob, kindly go downstairs to the basement. That's where our storeroom is. We've received some new stock. I need you to bring up a few of the new articles from there. Okay, sir, no problem. I'll bring them right away and arrange them on the display. Wow, Carter. Just wow. You've stacked up a fortune down here. This is my first time in his storeroom and I can't believe my eyes. Piles of clothes worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The shop is full, and now I see the basement is overflowing too. Carter, you've built an empire, dude. You're literally playing with money. While someone like me is barely surviving in poverty. Look at the difference, your fate and mine. One lives like a king, the other like a beggar. But if I do what I'm thinking right now, Carter's downfall could begin from this very storeroom. Wow, man, my mind is dangerously sharp. Hey, I'm not feeling well today. My leg is really hurting. I can't even stand properly. I'm heading home now, and I'll send a message to Sir Carter as well. Please inform him too. Okay, no problem. You can go home. Just make sure you inform Sir Carter as you said. Yeah, I'll definitely text him again right away. Thanks for understanding. I really need some rest today. I've done something in that storeroom. Just wait a little, and everything will go up in smoke, literally. Wow, man, wow. One little move from me, and Carter's whole world is about to blow.
Jacob, we're here to place you under arrest. You need to come with us.
What? Why me? What have I done?
I don't understand. You'll know everything once we get to the station. Now please cooperate.
But at least tell me what I'm being accused of. What's the reason behind this?
Enough questions, Jacob. Come with us. We'll explain everything at the station. So, you really thought you could get away with this, Jacob? You thought you were being smart turning off the visible cameras in the storeroom, didn't you? But what you didn't know is that I had another hidden surveillance system installed, what no one else knew about except me. I saw everything. You deliberately set a small spark in the corner, hoping it would slowly spread and burn down the entire storeroom. You planned the whole thing in your sick jealousy. Right after you left the store, I called my staff immediately. They rushed in and managed to put out the fire in time. By God's grace, none of the stock was damaged. I've already submitted the footage and all the evidence to the police. I've filed an official report against you. You're a snake I fed with my own hands. Carter, please. Actually, Enough. Not another word from you. It was my mistake to trust someone like you, a man who's never worked a proper day in his life. You hide behind poverty and use it as a shield to destroy others who are building something. You never tried to improve, never struggled, just cursed your fate and plotted against others. People like you are dangerous. I may forgive you personally, but you'll still face the law. And tell me, Jacob, can you even look yourself in the mirror now? Can you face society after what you've done?
So finally, it happened, exactly what I kept trying to warn you about. I always told you not to chase shortcuts in life, not to give in to bitterness and jealousy, but you never listened. You embraced poverty like it was your only identity. You convinced yourself you had no role to play in changing our future. Instead of fighting your situation, you sat and criticized others who were working hard and becoming successful. You and I have been through the toughest times together. I stood by you when we had nothing. I saw days when we didn't even know if we'd eat or not. But still, I kept reminding you, don't take the easy way out. Don't let your heart be poisoned by jealousy. Don't waste your life envying others. You had so much time to turn things around, but you chose bitterness over effort. And now? Your jealousy pushed you so far, you tried to set someone's store on fire. What if that fire had spread? Do you even understand how much damage you could have caused? Do you realize how dangerous you've become, not just to yourself, but to others too? Jealousy has destroyed you, Jacob. It became your home, your comfort zone. You didn't try to rise from poverty, you clung to it. And instead of working to give your children a better life, you accepted defeat and taught them resentment. You never planned for their future, you never tried to move forward. You sat, complained, and hated anyone who was trying to do better. I always told you that a life built on begging, complaining, and shortcuts is no life at all. I told you that hard work is the only way to live with dignity. But you chose to ignore everything. And now, you're in jail. You've committed a serious crime. You've caused huge loss to someone who trusted you. I don't know how long you will be in here. I don't know what the law will decide. But I do know this, you've broken everything.
You're right. Everything you said is true. I spent my entire life doing nothing but complaining. I raised our children in poverty without any real plan for their future. I never thought of doing anything meaningful. I believed poverty was my fate, something I had to live with, but that's not true. People grow. People move forward. God helps those who help themselves, but I blinded myself with jealousy. I saw others' success and hated it. And today, I'm paying the price. I never understood that hard work is not ignored, maybe delayed, but never denied. I was too blind to see it.
God doesn't reward laziness or bitterness. He honors those who work with honesty and faith. He asks us to do our part, to till the soil, to plant the seeds, and to trust Him for the rain. But we can't expect a harvest if we never even tried to plant. You didn't try, Jacob. You buried your talents instead of using them. God watches the intentions of the heart. When someone works quietly, humbly, and with integrity, He notices. Even if the world doesn't clap, even if the rewards come late, they come. But when someone chooses envy, chooses shortcuts, chooses to tear others down instead of building themselves up, destruction is the only destination. We are told not to compare ourselves to others. Everyone has their own path. God doesn't ask us to be better than someone else. He asks us to be faithful in what we have been given. Comparison only leads to resentment, and resentment steals your peace, your energy, and your future. When we look at someone else's success with jealousy, we insult the one who gave them the blessing. We act as if God made a mistake by not giving it to us. But He doesn't make mistakes. He gives each of us according to our ability and purpose. Our job is to focus on our journey, not to question someone else's. And when people truly labor, even if no one sees it, God sees it. He promises that no work done in honesty, with good intentions, goes unrewarded. He tells us, keep going, keep sowing, keep trusting. The reward may not come instantly, but it will come, in ways we never expected. So now, Jacob, you need to face yourself. Not just the law. You need to face the truth that it wasn't fate or God or poverty that held you back. It was you. You made your own prison long before this cell. But even now, if there is one thing I believe, it's that God can still redeem a heart that truly turns to Him. The world may never forget what you've done, but God always listens when a man truly repents and chooses to rise. Not through shortcuts, not through envy, but through truth and work. Jacob, remember what Jesus taught, that we must love even those who seem ahead of us, not envy them. He said, do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. He reminded us that a man's worth is not measured by how much he owns, but by the condition of his heart. Jesus valued humility, honesty, and service, not shortcuts or comparison. If you had walked in those teachings, you would have found peace and purpose, even in less. But it's not too late to turn back. He still waits for the broken-hearted and the lost. He can rebuild your life if you truly repent.
O God, I come to you today not with pride, but with a broken and humbled heart. I confess that I let envy, bitterness, and jealousy consume me. I compared myself to others instead of being grateful for the life you gave me. I allowed darkness to take root in my thoughts, and I acted on it with evil intentions. I was blind to the truth, blind to love, and blind to the blessings you had placed even in my struggles. God, I am deeply sorry. Please forgive me, for I am truly ashamed of what I have become. God, I now understand that success is not about wealth or status, but about obedience, integrity, and faith in you. I ask you to cleanse my heart and renew my spirit. Help me to live with purpose, to be a man who works honestly and trusts in your timing. I don't deserve your mercy, but I know your love is greater than my failures. Teach me how to live in the light. Restore what I've broken, and lead me on the path of righteousness from this day forward. Amen. I hope you like my work. Thanks for watching Ninja Cartoons. May God bless you all. Amen. See you tomorrow with a new topic. Take care, everyone. Bye.